Sally here with Hardworking Mom, and I thought I would do something a little bit fun tonight because I don't know about y'all, but I always end up with that leftover mesh. You know, the kind that you just kind of stick in the umbrella bag and it just kind of sits there. Well, I'm always stuck with that. I always have that like hanging around, right? This mesh. So I thought I would do something with the extra mesh that you always have sitting around because it just sits there and wastes, right? So how many of you have a bunch of mesh like this that you just have extra of? Like that. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do something with this extra mesh so that you can make it into something else you can sell. That way you don't have to get rid of it. Because it gets expensive. Right? Okay, so this is live, but I won't answer a lot of questions until the end, just so that when you watch the replay, you won't have to listen to me run my mouth forever. Okay, so let's talk about what we're doing. Right, that one looks kind of pitiful. We may not use that one. I have all this leftover mesh, right? I keep them in these little umbrella bags, and then I wait for the opportunity to use them. Well, what I do is I wait until I have like 6 or more rolls, and then I take these, I take them out, and I do this method, okay? This is what you do. All right. You take your mesh out, you can cut it, so depending on how much mesh you have, you can cut it either at 15 inches, you can cut it at 10 inches, 15 inches, or 20 inches. It works really well at those lengths. Okay, I'm doing 15 inches. All right. And what I like to do is have 6 to 7 of each color. I mean 6 or 7 different colors. But you want to have somewhere around 6 of each of these. Okay. Thank you. So I just take the 14-inch frames from the Dollar Tree. Right? These nice flat frames. And I take mesh. So this has 6 sections. You need at least 6 in each section. So you can do 6 to 7 in each section, doing the way we're going to do it. Okay. So I'm going to zoom in some so y'all can see what I'm doing. We're going to put all the pieces together, and then we're going to put it on the frame, because I think it's really fun to see what it looks like when you get these pieces together. Okay, so I already have some done. I have pretty much everything cut, but I have some done. See here. But we're going to do some more. All right, so these are the colors I have. I have turquoise, I have pink, I have this royal blue with the little snowball detail, I have the green with the snowball detail, purple, and then I have this turquoise. Let's move this up just a tiny bit, okay? And then I have a little bit of the purple and blue meshed together. So it doesn't matter if they're the same colors, right? Because you can put it together and then you can just find a sign that works with all those colors, and we have multiple to choose from. Okay? So we're going to put it together and then we'll look at our cool signs. So what you're going to need is your cutout mesh. And some pipe cleaners. So I like to take my pipe cleaners and cut them in half. This is a lot like making bundles, except you're going to do things individually. Okay, so just cut it in half like that. All right. I think I do have a few pieces that I already had cut and they were at 20 inches and I left them. And they're totally fine just like that. Okay. Here we go. All right. Huh. All right. Let me close a few things over here. Let's see if that's it. All right. Okay. If y'all are frozen, go out and come back in. That usually does it. Okay. So, what you're going to do is you're going to just do a plain old ruffle. You just lay your mesh flat and just go right up the center, walking your fingers up. Then you're just going to take your half pipe cleaner. You're going to go around the center. You're going to pull it up like that and twist it off. That was weird. All right. And then I'm just going to take that and set it aside. I'm just going to keep doing that over and over. Okay. Yeah, go out and come back in. It'll fix it. It just does that stuff sometimes. Okay. If you have a mesh that has a tendency to fray a lot, you can tuck that end under, and that kind of helps. Although you're really not going to see it doing it this way, because what you're really going to see is this ruffle part. Okay, these are all 10 inches. These are all 10-inch mesh, okay? All right. And I have tried to do this with several pieces at a time, and I just didn't like the way it looked. I really like it best if you do them one at a time. So, and you can decide what size you want. 10-inch, 15-inch, or 20-inch. I haven't tried it with 30-inch, but you could. But since I'm using mesh that's left over, I just want to try to make sure I have 6 of each mesh, and I want to have at least 6 different colors. So you have to have at least 36 pieces to do this. Okay, so however much you can cut out of that, that's what you should do. Okay, so we'll just keep going. So how are y'all doing? Y'all have any big plans coming up? Can't believe that Ash Wednesday, and it's craziness. Time is flying these days. I don't know about for y'all, but it sure is for me. We're already mostly through the school year. I can't believe it. Just craziness. So this wreath would be really fabulous for something like, for these specific colors. For like spring, Easter, could be fiesta, anything like that. Birthday, this would make a great birthday wreath with all these colors. Let's see, let's move this up a little bit. There we go. I really like to use different colors, but let's say you have red, white, blue, and silver. You could make a patriotic wreath with it. So just depending on whatever colors you have, just have to figure out what you can make with it. It's just a lot of doing ruffles. Once you get the ruffles done, the next part is very fast and easy. And hey, by the time you finish this, you'll be really good at making ruffles. I like to do this particular style because I feel like, well, because you can get away with using less mesh and it covers very well, and you can use up that excess you have. So this is the perfect thing to use with leftover mesh. And the only thing that's stopping you is your imagination to come up with something with the colors you have left over. We'll be doing a project later on with leftover 21-inch mesh, but this one is the 10-inch. We've also done leftover ribbon, so that way you can get the very, very most benefit out of the stuff you already have, because it is all about using up what you have left. It's like a free project. Okay. See, I have it piling up here. So you're essentially going to be doing, what, 36 to 42 of these ruffles, depending on how many you cut, how many colors you had. You have to have a minimum of 6 in each row, so remember that. It just looks better and it covers the frame better if you have at least that. Okay. And y'all, I'm sorry I missed Sunday. We had lots of really bad storms around here, so there was a tornado that came within a couple miles of our house. So we couldn't be on anything. The power kept going out and internet was off. Poor Ross was terrified. Carson thought it was an adventure. We were sitting down in the bathroom downstairs because it has no windows. It's inside the house. As soon as we got in there and sat down, the lights went out. It's a good thing I took a flashlight in there. And then we lucked out. It turned right before it started down the path to our house. So we were very lucky and very fortunate and thankful that it did not come our way. There was some really bad damage, but thankfully not in our neighborhood. So someone asked if I'm still doing the tulip spray, and the answer is yes, I am. That will probably be Sundays. I'm going to be doing it with rosebuds, but you can do the exact same thing with the carrot tulips. Okay. I did the tulips from my group, so I thought I would do something slightly different for y'all. I also have a couple of Easter ones I want to do before Easter hurry up and gets here. Hopefully I'll be listing my next kit in the next day or two. I'm making sure that I have all of the ribbons I ordered before I post it. And hopefully I'll get them tomorrow. And then I can get it going. Okay. So just remember, cut them in half. There's no sense in using a whole one. You're not going to need it. A half is plenty. The next kit is going to be well, it could be summer or spring. Do I have that sign out? I'll see if I can find that sign in a little bit. It's a watermelon kit. So the sign says summertime on it, and it looks like a watermelon. It's gonna be cute. I'm excited. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. See, I already have more done. I did do some before I came on. So see, I had a lot done. And then we did a lot. But doing this is pretty quick. This is one of the quicker wreaths you can make. I have the wood to do a sign tutorial for y'all. I just have to sand it, and then I can get to working on that one. And I've got to start recording a few things for the Cricut. So we can learn some more fun stuff. I think we have everything. All right, let's see. I think we are short one mesh, but it will be fine. Are you ready? Let's start putting this together. Okay. So we have our 15-inch wreath frame from the Dollar Tree. We're just going to take our leftover mesh. Okay, and you take these two little pieces and you go on the second and third wire. Okay, so this is the part where I was telling you it's very much like doing bundles. So if you've ever watched me do curly before, then you know this is the bundles. All right. So we're just going to start loading colors in. Okay, just like this. So you're just twisting them on, pushing it over. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of arrange the little curls. And it's going to look cute, cute. Alright. There we go. You just keep putting them on. This is very much like doing the curls, where you put them on and you just kind of put them together. But what I like to do is kind of move the ruffles around so that they're kind of in each other, ruffling against each other, I guess you would say. Okay. You can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like. Oh, and we need to do our channels that we are suggesting today. So we have M&B Creations. I think I said that right. Did I, Mari? M&B Creations. And we have Cowling's Loving Designs. Okay, let's do one more. And they just started. They both have very few subscribers. So we're talking like 20 subscribers. And so we need to give them some support so that they can start getting their content seen. Alright, so you see what it looks like? Isn't that cute? Alright, so now we'll just start the same thing over. Just keep doing the same thing. Now, you can decide do you want to keep with the same color? Like we started with the green. Oh, we're missing one. I was wondering why that looked a little slim. I missed one. Okay. All right. There we go. Now, we just keep doing the same thing over and over. All right, just twisting it on, push it over. And you see how you really can't see that there's any fraying, okay? You could mix it all up. You could make it into a pattern. You could make them a little longer, and you could do the woodland ruffle doing this. So there's just so many ways that you could do variations on this, still using extra mesh, because no sense in wasting it or throwing it away. Sometimes you just have a little bit left, and then this is what you can do with it. It's perfect. Okay. So purple. Yep, so you can cut these 10 inches, 15 inches, or 20 inches. I have never tried it with 30, but doesn't mean you can't. Because you know, there are no rules in wreath making. And I think this is the one that we're short on. But really, when you get it all on, you're really not going to be able to tell. We need those. Alright, so then we had, what do we do? Oh, there it is. I couldn't find it for a second. I wanted to stay with the same pattern, but you don't have to do that. Hey y'all, see I have my Soul Sister shirt on tonight. Love my Soul Sisters. Yes, and Debbie Saltzman also has a channel, and hers is called Down Home Crafty Things. And she is going to be on my Facebook channel this week. We're just trying to work out the time. So, see, isn't that cute? All right, let's start over with the green. The great thing about this is it hides imperfections too. Yes. Was it green, blue, pink? Yep. Oh, you want to see the shirt again? There it is. Oh, here, let me just pull the camera up so you can see. It says Soul Sisters, and then it has all the little definitions of the Soul Sisters. Doreen got us this. I love it. It's one of my favorite shirts now. So, it's so wonderful to have friends who support you and who you can talk to, and you know, it's just a very wonderful thing to have. Okay, so then we need this one. So what do y'all think? You liking it? So this is similar to doing the bubble method, but it's with ruffles. So you just want to make sure all your ruffles are pulled up. So we want to see all that cuteness. There we go. Okay. Alright. See, and of course, like all other methods, as you put them on, it's going to get tighter. But that's good, because what you don't want is to see the frame when you're putting it on. Right? So that helps if you get them packed in there. Then, see, and I'm actually putting 7 in each one. You can get away with 6, no problem. So, just remember that you don't have to have 7, you can do 6. Okay. So the tighter you have them in there, the more the ruffles kind of push against each other. And the looser you have them, then the more the ruffles have an opportunity to kind of ruffle up. So if you wanted to have more of a ruffly look, then you would just put less in. So if you were going to put less in, you could cut your mesh a little bit longer and then use less in each row. So if you did like 20 inches or 30 inches, you could do 4 to 5 in each row. It's just something you kind of play around with until you get the look that you want. I like them all squashed together. Mari has the links for my groups. If not, you can make sure you subscribe to my channel, because if you do, you will get access to the community page. Hit the bell icon, and when we upload things, you will get notified. So right now, I have a giveaway going on, and it is going to end in like the next day or so. So make sure that you go check the community page so that you can sign up to be in that giveaway. Okay? It's for a wreath kit. Alright. And if it asks you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and you already have, click it anyways, because it will still give you the entry points even if you already subscribed. So I think you can enter twice a day, and so you still have more than 24 hours to get in. It's also posted on my Facebook page, and I think it's pinned up to the top. So, and we'll be doing another one soon. So when we just hit 65,000. When we hit 70,000, we'll do one. 75,000. 75,000 is going to be a big one. I'm going to be giving away the Ultimate Deluxe Pro Bow, the thing that you can make the car bows with. The thing is huge. I have it under my couch here, and it takes up most of the couch. That thing is huge. It has like a huge bag of the little pegs that come with it. It's crazy. Crazy fun, but crazy. All right, now let's see. Green. See, we're getting close. I love doing stuff like this because it's different. It has a different look to it. And so you get that little factor that makes it look different. And you know that mesh, it likes to stick together. Okay. There we go. Alright. This is the last one of these, and that's okay. We'll just skip it in the last one. It's not going to be a big deal. You could also put ribbons in here if you wanted to. So if you were going to do ribbons, what I would suggest is doing it when you're tying the ruffle together so that it's still more like a bundle, because it just makes it easier to put it in here. And then you would be done. You wouldn't have to mess with it anymore. Okay? Right. I love the colors. All right. These two. Okay. All right, so we're going to start on our last one. Now, see, I didn't do up all of them, but I've got them back here. Okay. I think I counted wrong. So what y'all thinking so far? Are we liking it? Are we liking, loving, or hating? Hey, sweetness. There goes my oldest. Alrighty. They're doing this really cool thing with the homeschooling group that we're a part of this week. They're doing geocaching. Never heard of this before. It's kind of fascinating. It's kind of like a treasure hunt. Have y'all ever heard of this before? It's very interesting. Never heard of it before. They download this app and they go to all these clues, and then that leads them to their next clue and to their next clue. Come say hi. Come on. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Hello.
Look at how tall my boy is. Can you believe it? Look at this. He's taller than his mom. Mwah. You gonna kiss on Bella?
I'm really tired.
Well, gee, it couldn't be because you stayed up late.
No. Not.
Okay. Oh, they're so funny. I had to take my mom to the doctor today, so they got to sleep in a little bit. So, of course, they stayed up late. They shouldn't have, but they did, because they're kids. And that's what kids do. Right? Okay, we're almost done. Okay. So it looks like we need one more of this one. No, what did I do with the... Did I drop it over the side? Hold on, I think I dropped one. Oh Lord, I don't know what I did with it. So let's just cut a new one. And then we'll be done. So you can see how full it is. So these are the only two colors I have left. So I'm just going to cut them at 15 inches. All right. See, and I still have more left. I could do something else with it. I love these colors. Oh, wait a minute, where did I leave off? Oh, right here. For a minute there, I thought I caught it. I did an extra one, but I didn't. Okay. All right. See, does this give you ideas of how you can use up your extra mesh? Because you can. And it's pretty. And it's big. And it doesn't really use that much. So this would be just a slight bit more equivalent to a roll of mesh. So since we cut them at 15 inches, it's a little bit more. It's more like, whoops, I didn't do that one very good. It is more like maybe a roll and a half, but since it's all leftover mesh, it's not going to matter. All right, so I see somebody ask about ribbons. So I wasn't, but let me show you, just because I wanted to show you how to use up your extra mesh, but let me show you this so that you can see. Okay. So this one can be totally without ribbon, or you can add ribbon. So let's say that you wanted to add ribbon. See, there are lots of ribbons that would work just fine with this type of wreath. Okay, so if we were going to do this, we took our little 12-inch perfect tails here, trim it off. Okay, so what I would do, dovetail it. So I'm just going to do this as an example, okay? So if you wanted to do like 2 ribbons, or you wanted to do 1 ribbon, I would do this. Okay? I would put my ruffle right down in my bodabra, put it there, put my ribbon on top, pull the whole thing out together like this, tie the half pipe cleaner around it. Okay, now if you're going to do ribbons, you probably won't need to do quite as many pieces, but you can see what it looks like with ribbon in it. See, it looks really cute. I don't know why this thing always comes unplugged. There we go. All right, so now you can see what the ribbon looks like that. All right. So you see, that's what it looks like with the ribbon. Can you see it? All right, so we've gotten the wreath itself together. Now look how full that is. Can you see the frame? No. So this is what it looks like from the back. Okay, it looks very, very similar to when you do the curly method. You can just cover the back with a placemat. So like I have this pink placemat. What I would do is I would take it right here and I would zip tie it in about 4 or 5 places, and then you cannot see the back and it's not going to look. So we're going to put a sign here so you're not going to see that little part in the center. Okay. You could also do a bow. Right. All right, let's look at the different types of signs. Okay. We have this adorable pink bunny. Pink. Hello, Lori. We have this adorable purple bunny. This is from the Crazy Chicken Lady. Is that thing not plugged in? It is. Isn't that adorable? Don't you love that? I love it. Look at that. Of course, now I'm partial to purple. All right, then we have, look at this thing. Oh, how cute. I like that one too. So this one is from Burlap Boutique. It's B-O-W. And she has a shop on Amazon. It's one of my soul sisters. This one is from Personalize It by Pam. That one's cute. Also Personalize It by Pam. So see, this one's cute. It has the greens and the purples. This is Affordable Wreath Size. So that one's really cute. And this one is Affordable Wreath Size too. And how cute is that? All right, so which sign do we like? Let me see if I can get my comments to come back up here. All right, thing. Hold on, I'm having issues. Okay. All right. Let's just pull it up on my phone. My iPad just died, y'all, so give me a second. All right. So I am curious to know which sign you think looks best. I'm also curious to know whether you like ribbons in it or not. I don't usually do the ribbons in it, just because I really like how full the mesh is. This one, the last one. Okay. I like that one too. All right. There we go. Now I can see. The polka dot. This one. I like that one too. It's just all about it, isn't it? Oh my gosh, how cute is that? I like this one and I like this one. Yes, ribbon. Yeah. So it would be really fun to do. What you could do, like if you did this, let's pretend that you, let's see, do I have any of those eggs over here? Dog, I just had them. All right, here we go. Ooh, I have an idea too. Look at this. Okay, so this tail here comes from the Dollar Tree. You could take this thing and you could put it on this bunny. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. I would want to glue it down, but it has a little clip. I just want to see what it looks like. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. Okay, what do y'all think now? Okay, so I showed you that. So if you, we'll pretend this is an egg. Okay, let's say you were going to do this for Easter. So you would do, every few, you would do one of these flowers. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm tired. Okay, you would do like a little ribbon thing like here, and you could put an egg right in the middle of it. And then you would have just a cute little, see how cute that is? With the little ribbons and the little egg in the middle. I had one out here earlier, but don't get if I know what I did with it. You can get these little ones at the Dollar Tree. So you can use these little ones. Okay, and you would just glue them in like this. You see how cute and delicate that is? I like that. No ribbon. Yeah, see, I think it looks really good either way. So do y'all like the bunny with the little fluffy tail? I really like that. I think I'm going to have to go back and tell Jackie that she should add a little fluffy tail to it. Because that's so cute. Isn't that cute? I like it. Okay, so it looks like we like this. Yeah, the small eggs. Yeah, I think the small eggs look a little bit better. Even if you didn't put ribbon in, you could still put little eggs around like this. Okay. See how cute that is? So like, you just find a little place to put them. You would just glue it in. The other thing you could do is a little trick. Ooh, I'm going to show you a little trick because I feel like it. So this is something I would normally show my group, but I'm going to show you right now. All right, so you can take a pipe cleaner like this, fold it over like that. If you have a pick machine, you would load up a pick. You would pick just like that, okay? If not, you can get these little green sticks that come with the wire on it, and you would wrap it around like this, okay? So then what you do is you take this pick, you take the egg, you put the pick down in the egg like that with some glue, and then you can run it through here, like run it down to the frame and tie it in. It's a really great way to get something tied in so that you can get it where you want it, and no one is the wiser. Haha. So, great little trick for you. One of my favorite tricks. You can do that with anything that is styrofoam, honestly, or anything that you could get a pick into. So this is plastic, so I couldn't really do it with that. I would really have to use glue. But if you could get like so if you can take an awl and you can make a hole in it. See, I think I can even make a, yep. So I made a hole in this. If you can make a hole in it, then you can do this method. Okay, so then you would just take your stick, you would place it down in there, and you would wrap that around your pipe cleaner, and then you can put it down in your wreath. So this is a great way. Do you ever have trouble getting embellishments to stick onto your wreath? Well, here you go. Here's how you can get around that. Just a little trick for you today. Awesome. All right. Okay. So how about we put this sign on there? Y'all want to put the sign on? Let's do it. All right. So I'm going to heat up, and y'all better say hi and bye to Bella, because once I get out my stapler, she's a goner. Okay. So hi Bella. Here's my baby. She's like, what are you talking about? What are you going to do? So let's see. This is pretty thick, so I like to look at the wood to see how thick it is, and then I will decide if I am going to put something underneath in between the staple. So there's so many things that you can use. So here's an Amanda trick, Hazy Heart and Home. Take these, you know, these leftover pieces, and you can cut it. So if y'all haven't watched Hazy's Heart and Home, make sure you do that. She is on Facebook. Okay, and you just fold it over. Okay. Then you can take wire. Since this is all going to be underneath it, I don't really care what color wire it is. So I'll use my 26 gauge wire. Don't be upset, Bella. She's about to. I guarantee it. Alright, so all this is doing, All this is doing is putting a space between your wire and the board. So just make sure that your staples don't go through. I told you she'd run. Just make sure your staples don't go through and damage your awesome sign, okay? So if you have any doubt at all that it'll go through, make sure you put something under it. This here is free because we all have empty rolls from ribbon, right? So I think we're just going to tie this in 2 places. Because I think this will work really perfect if we do the top and the bottom. Okay. There. One there. Okay, so if you see, nothing came through. He still looks just as adorable. And he's purple. Whoops. I think I had too much. I had too much. It just pulled right up. All right. I say we do that again. There we go. I like to do 2 just in case. Well, I don't know why that keeps coming up. Alright, let's switch over. For some reason, this one down here doesn't like that board. This is just another thing you can use. So I'll just put it over here. Okay. So remember, you're not going to see this because once you get it, yeah, it likes that. Okay. Once you get it in, you're not going to see the back of this because you're going to cover it with one of these mats. All right, ready? Here we go. All right, so I'm just going to pick a place. I'm going to take this wire. I'm going to push aside my mesh, and I am going to go down. Ooh. Y'all, it really doesn't like that board. All right, let's just switch over here. We'll go with the old trusty. Am I out? Hold on, I gotta do surgery on my stapler. There we go. Multi-purpose tools. Ooh, I really do love the bunny. Okay. I don't know why it's not wanting to come out. Must be getting close to the end. Let me look at it. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, that's the problem. Alright, so if y'all are ever wondering the kind of staples that I use the 1/4 inch. It is 1/4 6 millimeter. So you can see, okay, that they're not very thick. See, they're very thin. So that's what you want, because you don't want it to damage your project. And you certainly don't want it to go through when you're trying to staple it on. Okay. There we go. So I always run a staple out. Trick my dad taught me. There we go. Now we're in business. There. Ha ha. All right, here we go. That was fun, wasn't it? All right. Here we go. Pull that out. So just push the mesh aside. Go down to where your frame is. Here. Right there. See, here's our frame. And here's our wires. Okay, so you want to tie it on so that it's snug, but it's not smashing your mesh. So once I get it on, I will tie it around this inside here, because remember, all of this is going to be covered by that mat. So when we put the mat on, this will be covered and there'll be nothing poking out. You won't see our mechanics in the back. And we'll be good to go. Alright, so we got one side. Let's do the other. So same thing. Just move the mesh aside. Go down in there. Doing the signs is one of the hardest parts, but honestly on this project it's really not that bad because it's easy to move that mesh aside and then tie it in. Okay. Okay. Just want to get a couple good turns around there. Then we can trim it off. There we go. All right. See now? It's on there good. All right, let's put our little tail on there. So this has like a little clip on it. I'm going to take that clip off. And I'm going to take off this tag. Okay. All right, and it has like a little piece of foam or something on here. And that's what I'm going to put the glue on. So I always have a little stick or something like that I keep near my glue pot. And I'm just going to kind of just paint it on like that. See, like that. Okay? And then we're going to stick it down. Yeah! I like that. I like that a lot. All right. And that's it. We're done. So what y'all think? Whoop. I'm doing it sideways. See, everything's always backwards in the camera for me. So, I like it. I think it's really cute. See, and then I would just put it over like this. Take this. Take my zip ties. I'm going to run it around the frame like that. And these you can generally stick right through there. So I think this one came from the Dollar Tree. I also get them from Big Lots. Sometimes you can get them from Walmart. I mean, you can just get them various places. I like to do at least 4 places at a minimum. So nobody's going to see it. So then after I get them on, I'll clip off the end like this. I'll run it around the back. I will get out some of my antique wire. I love this stuff. You can get this stuff at Hobby Lobby. And this is where we need to put this. Okay, so I'll take a piece of this, trim it off, okay, And I'll just make a nice little hook in the back. And I like to do this before I completely put my placemat around so that it's nice and covered. Now I'll take my placemat and I will put it right near where the tie is. That way they have a hanger for their door and they won't see the ugliness in the back. Okay. You just slide it around. And there you go. See, there's a door hanger. And that's what it looks like. And we are all set. There we go. Just like that. Alright, so what do y'all think? Do we like it? Wonderful. I'm so glad you like it. Y'all, I'm hot. These lights make me hot. Bella! So this sign came from the Crazy Chicken Lady. She has a page on Facebook, and she is, I think she's working on her Etsy shop. But we can post a link out here so that y'all can find her. She has a lot of really cute signs. You'll be see me doing some more. I actually got a sign with a rail from her, and it's adorable. We're going to be doing that one soon. So, and I'll just take these ribbons out. So I can have consistent look. But, alright, does anybody have any questions? Thank you. The mesh, it's 10-inch mesh, and it was cut at 15 inches. So you can do it at 10 inches, at 15 inches, or at 20 inches. I've never tried it at 30, but you could do it at 30. You would just have a lot more ruffle. So see, now you know what to do with all that leftover mesh you have. Right? Thank you. You hold all those ribbons for me. Okay. Yes. See, now it looks consistent. So, awesome. Oh my gosh, don't y'all love that purple? I love that purple. And it came painted like this, although you could easily paint one, right? So she sells blanks too, so you could just paint it. And then this is just done with those giant sponges, you know, the ones on the stick. So those are awesome. Oh, thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all, I gotta get my glasses on because I can't hardly see. So this is what happens after you pass 40. Then you can't see anything. Well, that's not true. I can see, I just can't see small writing. Thank you, Rebecca. You too. Hey, Elizabeth Gaspar, how are you? Oh, thank you. Purple is my favorite color too, and I like all of these colors. Hey, Regina, it's the Crazy Chicken Lady. Hey, Casey, I think you're on here. Do you know what her link is? I should have looked it up before I came on here, but yeah, I need some wine now. Woof. Awesome! Jackie, do it! Oh, thank you, Brittany. Aw, you're so sweet. I am good. How are y'all doing tonight? Y'all all doing good? See, now you can do, anybody can do this method. I'm telling you. You've been selling them on Facebook Marketplace. Excellent. Hey, Bonnie. Yes, you can do this. I'm telling you, you can do this. You have to believe in yourself. Everyone started at 0, right? Everyone started at 0. Oh, Benita, are you going to join my group? Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you, Melissa. Hey, look, I bet that's a page. Homemade Home. Y'all need to go check her out. Crazy Chicken Lady Custom Wreaths and Signs. She is on Facebook, so make sure you go check her out. Thank you. Whew. Yeah, I got a little bit of color in my hair. I was covering up the grays. I thought, I can't have grays and teenagers too. Absolutely, I think anyone can learn to do this. Absolutely. Crazy Ball Lady. See, you are so funny. Absolutely, you could put the pom-poms instead of the eggs. See, like I told you, the only thing that's stopping you is your imagination. No rules. Thank you. I'm so glad y'all like it. Awesome. So, hey, if you make this, make sure you come over and share it. We have a free group on Facebook called Everyday Craft Dreamers. If you're not on it, make sure you come and join. It's free. Thank you. And you can share and you can get opinions. It's a great place to be. Very supportive. And that's the way we want it to be. Right? And then, of course, if you want more in-depth, I do have a design group. It's $14.99 a month. Oh, so paint like this? It is. All right. All right, so this is the kind of paint I use. Can you see it? It's a Craft Smart. Actually, this is probably just like this one except with a little white in it. You can get these at Michael's, and these are really great paints. So I like to get them in the larger size just because you can get more out of it. Yeah, so my design group is $14.99 a month, and then my business group is $19.99 a month. And if you join them both, you get a $5 savings, and it's $29.98. Thank you. Y'all have a wonderful night. Yes, check out Facebook. Come join our group. Hey, and it's not just wreaths. We have all kinds of awesome crafts in there. So we like them all. We like crafts, period. So don't think you have to be a wreath maker. You don't. We have sign makers. We have quilters. We have people that sew. All kinds of stuff. Oh, I think that's awesome, Melissa. Good night, Charlie. We'll see you Sunday. Aw, thank you, Z. All right. Well, y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out. And I hope you will try this with your leftover mash because it is so easy and it is so much fun. Everyday Craft Dreamers. And Z and Mari are the admins on there. And they can help direct you and get you in and answer questions and all that good stuff. They are the bomb. All right. Oh, and we have a monthly contest too for banner rights. So you just submit a picture and then everybody votes on it. And then whoever has the most votes, we put their picture on the banner for the month. It's fun. All right. Well, I will see y'all later. Have a wonderful night. And thank you for coming and hanging out with me. I will see y'all on Sunday. The name of my group is Wreath Therapy. It's on my website, it's on my Facebook page, and it is in the community page here. And the business group is called Lori Jacobs Success Path. So, and those are my cubbies. So, if you hear people talking about cubbies, that's what it is. It's my business group. All right. I love y'all. I will see y'all on Sunday. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye-bye. Oh, and don't forget to join the contest so that you can get a wreath kit. What did I do with that wreath kit? Lord knows what I did with it. Oh my gosh, look. Here's the next wreath kit that's coming up. But I made a special one for the contest. And oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh, there it is. So it's this sign with 2 rolls of this mesh and some ribbons and a frame. All right. Okay. Well, I will see y'all on Sunday. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye-bye.